Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode, we will talk about SQL Joins. We use joins to query data from multiple tables using the foreign key. We have multiple types of joins, inner joins and outer joins. We will explain it before using it in practical example. Let's start. As we mentioned before, we have two types of joins. It's inner join and outer join. Of course, we can query data using joins from more than two tables. But for learning purposes, I will keep it simple and explain joins using two tables. But in practical examples, we will join two tables or more to grab the data. Let's start. So, as we mentioned before, we have two types of joins to retrieve data from table. Let's go through it together. The first type is inner join. Inner join means I will retrieve the data from, for example, students if it has related records in table B, which is classes. That's mean if class ID, which is foreign key of this table, okay, exist in classes table. For example, 1 is exist, 2 not exist, 3 is exist, and so on. If class ID exists in both table, in class ID here and ID there, I will bring all records. Otherwise, I will ignore entire data. Okay, let's write the select statement. Select asterisk from students. For example, I will put an alias. It's ST. I will use special keyword. It's join. It's used to join two tables. Join second table, which is classes. I have to put a condition on its special keyword and join special keyword on SCT. I will put an alias here. It's CS, for example, on SCT dot the foreign key class ID equal CS dot ID. Okay. So with this statement, I will type the output. Is one exist in class table? Yes. So this row included. Okay. The ID is one. The name is Usama. The class ID is one. So and then ID of classes cs.id and cs.name 1 and class 1. 2 is exist? No, so I will ignore it. 3 is exist? Yes, it's 3. Karen. Class ID is 3. 3 and class 3. Okay, it's included. 4 is excluded, so the 5 is included. Just 5 class 9. Sorry, this is class 2. Sorry, this is class 2. Let's reverse the tables and get the result. This is the first example, and this is the result of the join. Let's reverse the table and get the example. So I will reverse the tables in join statement. So I will type select asterisk from classes SCS join students as SCT. The condition on CS ID equal ST class ID. Okay, let's get the records from this join. Okay, it will be ID, its classes, name. Okay, then student, ID, name, and class ID. Okay, it's same operation. Okay, one is exist in sales table in class ID field. Yes, so I will bring it back. One class one, and then student ID is one, Osama, and the class ID is one. Okay. Second record is with ID 3. Is it exist? Yes. Okay, so I will ignore 2. 3 is exist. Class name is class 2. ID of student is 3. The name is Karen. Class ID is 3. 4 not exist. I will 5. Okay. 6 exist. 4 not exist. I will ignore it. 5 is exist. So the ID of class is 5. Class 5. Student ID is 5 also. The name is Jess. 5. Okay, this is the result after 2 queries. Okay, class ID. The last example is selecting fields. Okay, let's select our fields from tables. For example, I need to select student name and the class name. Okay, select name, name from student join. I put an alias st join classes scs on st dot class id equal cs dot id. This will throw an error because I select 2 fields, its name and the name exist in both tables. The MySQL engine will be ambiguous which field the query means. So I will prefix the field with table name, which is students. Okay, but in our example, once we put an alias for the table, we should use an alias. It's st. By the way, I can't use student here. This table no longer known in this query. Okay? I have to put the alias st. If I didn't use an alias, I will put the table name. Okay, and then cs.name. That's all. For example, I will list the first record of this statement. Its name is t name and cs name, which is Osama, and class 1. 3 and 3 also. It's Karin and the class 2. In next part, I will switch to type 2 of joins, which is outer join. Let's talk about outer joins. We have 3 types of outer joins. It's left join, right join, and full join. Okay. Okay. Let's start with left join. Left join means I will select all records from left table, which is student. Left table is the first table I will write in the select statement. Okay. For example, it will be students. All records, whether the class ID exists on classes table or not. I will select all results. Okay. Then, if the class ID exists in classes table, I will grab the values from matched record. If not, I will put nulls in empty values. Okay. Let's type select statement for left join. Select asterisk from students. Yes. I will put special keywords here. Left before join word. Okay. Left join classes on. I will put the condition s dot class id equal c dot id. Okay. Let's list the data here. I will select all records from students table or left table. The first table I put before left join keyword. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. June, Karen, Mark, Jess. Okay, and then the class ID. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check what of these class IDs is exist in classes table. Okay, it's 1, 3, and 5. If it exists, I will put the ID and the class name. It's class 1, class 2, class 5. In empty result, which is their ID not exist in class ID field in students table, I will put nulls. Okay, this is the left join. I will select all records from left table and select matched from right table. If not matched, I will put nulls in empty fields. Okay. Now let's talk about right join. Right join is opposite of left join. So let's type our select statement. Select asterisk from students as is join right join classes sc on s dot class id equal c dot id. This means I will select all record from the right table, okay, which is classes, and put the matched value from left table, which is student, and put null in empty values or records has no matched in left table. Okay, let's select 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's id or c id to make it clear. C name, then s id, s name, s class id. It's 1, class 1, class 2, class 5, class 7, class 9. Okay, then is class ID exist in left table? Yes, so the student will be added. Student ID is 1, student ID is 1, student name is Usama, class ID is 1. Okay, class 3 is exist? Yes. Okay, is 3, Karen 3. 5 is exist? Yes. So 5, just 5. So then I have 7 and 9 and 2 not matched. Okay, I will put null, null. Then I have 7 and null has no values in student tables. So I will put null, null. Okay. If I sort the table, I put classes instead of student and I put student instead of classes. I will get the left join results. Okay. So it is simply right join. The final type of joins is full join. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about full join. What's the meaning of full join? And when we talked about left join, it's that's mean I select a record from left table and match it from right table. And right table is the opposite of left join. The full join means I will select all records from both tables. I will select all records from students and then select all record from classes. Okay. If there is matching, I will combine these values in one record. If not, I will put the null values in empty values. I will type the select statement, select asterisk from students. I will type full outer join. By the way, outer is optional keyword. I can skip it, but I can type it. But it's similar to full join without outer. It's the same. Join classes on students dot class id equal classes dot id. Okay, let's check the results. Okay, I will select one. It's id name class id then id name of classes and then students. Okay, it's one Osama. Class id is one. Id of class is one and the name is class one. Two is Joe. The class id is 2 not exist, so I put null, null. Okay, 3 it's Karen. Class id is 3 it exists, so the class id is 3 plus 2. Okay, then 4 Mark. Class id is 4 not exist, so I will put null, null. Then 5 it's just 5 it exists here 5, so the id is 5 and the class 5. Then I will combine the list of classes not matched. Okay, it's 7 and 9. Okay, I have no student in class 7, so I would put null. I have no student in class 7, so I put null, null, and the class id is 7 and the name is class 7. I have no student in class 9, so I will put null, null, 9, class 9. So it is the full join. Continue in practical example to put all joins type in practice. Okay, let's start with inner join. We have two tables to query data from classes and students. Okay, let's check data inside the classes table. Let's contain 10 rows, and then students. Let's contain 11 or 12 rows. Let's we will select all data from classes as C join students as st on c.id equal student or st class id. Let's execute this query. Okay. Okay, we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes from 8 classes. That's mean we have only students in these classes. We have no class. No, we have no student in class 6, 7, 8, which is class F, class G, class H. Let's check. In student class ID no 6, 7, or 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This simply is inner join. We can also type inner join, but we can skip it, but we can ignore it. So let's continue with outer join. We will start with left join. We will replace inner join with left join. Okay, that's mean we will select all classes, all rows from classes table. After we execute this query, we will get this result. Okay, it will list all classes. Rows, it will select all classes, and if this classes has related in other table, it will list it. Otherwise, it will be ignored. Okay, we will find nulls and records has no match in other table. Now let's reverse the statement and type right join. Okay, that's mean he will select all students and related classes. There is no classes without student. So all classes has related fields, has related rows in other table. Okay. I mean no student has class not exist in classes table. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we remembered when we create this class, we put a foreign key and constraint. He can't put value not exist in classes table. So all classes exist in classes table. Because of that, no student has class not exist in classes table. Last example we will talk about it's full join. Unfortunately, full join not support in MySQL at current time, so we will work around it to get same result. First of all, we will start with right join and left join and put union between it. But we have some condition to write in our statement. Okay, we will start with right join. Select c dot id as c id or class id, comma c dot name as c name, which is c id it's class id, c name it's class name, from classes as c. Okay, left left join students as st on c dot id equal st dot class id. We also will select s id as s id, s name as s name, which is student name. Let's execute this query. Sorry, it's st st. All good. I select class ID, class name, student ID, student name. Let's make it explicit. I will change the aliases. Class name, class ID, student name, ID, student name, and then I will re-execute it. Okay, all good. Then we can comment this and write the statement and change left to right. Okay, let's execute it. Okay, I will put union, which is mean I will gather the information together. Okay, we will wrap it with parent select statement. Select as from and open parentheses and close it as all reports. Then we have also same result as full join. In other engine that support full join, we will write full join only. Okay, we have all classes and all student, and the classes has no student. I will put null. If we have a student related to not exist class, we will put nulls in class information fields. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. I will put more soon. So subscribe to channel and like this video to encourage me to put new videos. Thank you.